Good evening, everyone. I'm Sam Wright.
I'm Brian Allen. South Dakota first responders reacting to the recent deaths of two Minnesota police officers, a firefighter, and the suspect at a domestic violence call this last Sunday.
Beth Warden introduces us to a local firefighter and paramedic, telling us how they are prepared for similar situations in our top story at 6 o'clock.
The news of a first responder losing their life on a call can feel like a gut punch.
It certainly hits home for us as first responders, and we share that grief that community is experiencing as well.
Training and collaboration are two essential items that Battalion Chief Mike Murphy says help all responders to prepare. If a call is known to have a high risk, firefighters are on the periphery.
And so we do our best to let law enforcement do what they're good at, and then when called upon, we can assist however possible.
Special forces train for similar scenarios.
Personnel that are members of Sioux Falls Fire Rescue that are also integrated into the Sioux Falls Police SWAT team as tactical medics that are actually a part of those teams and can serve in a little greater capacity than our personnel that are just on a standard duty basis.
Protective gear is available for every firefighter.
Ballistic vests and helmets available to them so our personnel can change into that level of protection if need be.
MedStar Ambulance also has protective gear for their paramedics.
We have to carry bulletproof vests. We have bulletproof vests now and helmets and things for the paramedics to wear around here if we get those types of situations.
I asked CEO and President Jay Mazur about paramedics being armed.
You know, I carry, and do I ask? I don't ask my folks if they carry. As a policy, no, they shouldn't carry, but I don't ask that question. It's personal safety for these people.
On every call, first responders know this could be the time that protective gear and training could save their lives and others.
Be prepared for it. It could happen to any one of us in this industry at any time.
In Sioux Falls, Beth Warden, Dakota News Now.